Get any better than this? Overtime.
Just when you think.
In the playoffs, and Reddick said it. It was chaotic there in those last couple of laps. Get us set up for what we're going to see here.
Yeah, because there were a lot of layers here, because this is how they're getting ready to take the restart again. 2 laps to go in the overtime. And there was a lot of different agendas here. You see Daniel Suarez on the inside of row 1 in the 99. He had 29 laps on his tires. He stayed out. But then you have Eric Jones in the 43. You have Joey Logano in the 22. Kyle Busch in the 8. They had about 45 laps on their tires. They went with 2 right side tires only. But everybody else, again, 45 laps on their tires, they decided to go with 4 tires, including Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin in the 11, and Kyle Larson in the 5. But look how they're lined up, because the choose played a big role here. Suarez being the leader, he chose the inside, and then you see how Jones, Logano, and Kyle Busch chose. But where it got interesting is the battle off pit road with the drivers that had 4 tires. They came off Hamlin, Larson, Reddick. Hamlin goes to the outside of the 3rd row. Larson's follow him. Tyler Reddick says, no way I'm giving up that 3rd row. He jumps to the inside of the 3rd row. So the choose also played a big role in the outcome as well.
Yeah, and I think it's so funny, Larry, you bring up Reddick choosing inside, because as I watched the race live, I didn't even think about Reddick. I was more focused on Denny Hamlin because he was the leader of the race, and then we know how good Larson is on restart. So my attention was focused on them, and Denny was also focused on Larson, because if you look, he did not get a good restart. He was so worried about Kyle Larson timing out the run on him going into turn 1 that he lost focus on Kyle Busch and when those cars accelerated. And this ultimately cost Denny Hamlin the race, because if you look at the gap that he has as they get down into turn 1, Larson's going to try to get outside. Hamlin now is all just about trying to defend on Kyle Larson. But the car that we have to focus on is Tyler Reddick. Look at the position that he is in. He has done a great job on this restart. Joey Logano has already went to the inside of Daniel Suarez, but there's a decision for Reddick to make right here. Do I follow Joey Logano, or do I try to split that gap between Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez? And if you watch, he gets to the outside of Suarez, but the big move here, you see Kyle Busch going to the outside. If Kyle Busch can hold it wide open and get on Tyler Reddick's quarter panel, that's going to drag him back. But that doesn't happen. Reddick is able to clear him. But you talked about Suarez staying out on those older tires, and it's hard to explain to people how much tires are worth at a track like this. But watch what happens on the exit turn 2. You see Chase Elliott's on the inside quarter panel. Look at the momentum that Suarez loses. We skip back up to the front. You got Joey Logano, Eric Jones. You think this is going to be the race for the win, but those guys running side by side has created a huge draft. You see Reddick going to have a big run. He's on 4 tires. The only one in those top 4 on 4 tires. Watch when they get to the middle of the corner. You're going to see Logano, Jones have to check up a little bit. Reddick makes this great move. Not going to be able to get to the outside, but he makes a choice right here. Is he going to push Eric Jones, or is he going to go to the inside? He opts to go all the way down to the inside. The timing of this has worked out perfect. Those 4 tires have paid off. He goes to the inside and is able to get by both Logano and Eric Jones.
Yeah, I actually talked to Tyler Reddick, and I talked to him about that move in 3 and 4, and he said, Larry, I just hit it wide open and turned it dead left. It was going to do whatever it was going to do. But another reason he said that he chose the inside of the 3rd row, it put him further ahead, but he said he knew how aggressive Joey Logano was going to be with Daniel Suarez in that 99 car on no tires. And of course, from there on, here comes Denny Hamlin making the run. He's got those 4 fresh tires, and he's going to beat those others to the line to get a 2nd place finish.
Tyler Reddick got the buy one, get one.